But before we start our meeting, let me remind you about the rules of the meeting. Here they are. Okay. The first rules that you need to understand is please be on time and fully present to the meeting. Please give your full attention to the meeting. Rule number 2 is to respect the speaker up front by silencing your mobile phone or since this is the online meeting, you can mute your microphone if you're not allowed to speak. And also please avoid any personal conversation during the meeting. Rule number 3 is please rename yourself to something like what the meeting rules show. For the role taker, you can use role underscore name. For the Toastmaster, you can use TM underscore name underscore your club. For the guest, you can use G underscore name. Rule number 4, don't forget to have fun because this meeting is supposed to be supportive and non-intimidating environment. Any discouraging gestures or comments are not allowed. Rule number 5, this is for the on-site meeting only. Since this is the online meeting, you can just ignore. I hope that everyone understands about all the rules that I've been explained. Now, the next agenda is the introduction of Universitas Indonesia Toastmasters Club will be led by our president, DTM Atma. DTM Atma, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, our SAA Toastmaster Reza. So good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for coming and for coming on time. I would like to deliver a little bit of introduction about Toastmasters as an organization and Universitas Indonesia Toastmasters Club. Deborah, could you please help me share the presentation, please? So basically, I think most of people here are Toastmasters members. So I think we already know what Toastmaster is and also what are the benefits of Toastmasters. If there is no guest, I think I will not spend quite long time talking about like the benefit of Toastmasters. So we can go directly to the next slide, please. I think we already know what Toastmasters is next. This is the benefit of forming a Toastmasters club, and that's why we have one in Universitas Indonesia Toastmasters Club. Next, please. So yeah, this is what we learned through Toastmasters. Next. So this is a little bit of history of Universitas Indonesia Toastmasters Club. We were chartered on 2009, previously by the former rector of Universitas Indonesia Toastmasters Club and also the former Minister of Education and Culture. So this is the charter ceremony at that time. We are now in Area 1 Division and District 87. Next slide, please. And this is also more pictures about the charter ceremony. Next slide, please. UI Toastmasters previously was a closed club, so it was dedicated to the development of the staff of Universitas Indonesia Toastmasters Club, and then we opened to students and also lecturers in Universitas Indonesia. But now we are fully open club, which means people nearby or anyone can definitely become a member in Universitas Indonesia Toastmasters Club. And these are the things that as a club we offer to people: hands-on learning environment, a place for practice, and also to receive feedback, and also to get a mentor and to develop public speaking and leadership skills. Next, please. So as a club, we are committed to Toastmasters education program, and we are one of the club that use pathways, especially for all our members. Next, please. And these are information about the Toastmasters curriculum pathways. I think most of you already familiar. Now we only have 6 paths left. So if you are later listening to my speech, you will realize that my path is no longer there because it is a legacy now. Now I feel old. Next slide, please. This is level 1 until level 5 in pathways, and everyone who already finished level 5 will receive a certificate of completion. Next slide, please. This is our online demo meeting. We conducted this and we are also conducted hybrid. Next slide, please. Intro session and also demo meeting. And at that time, we invited people in Universitas Indonesia Toastmasters Club. And we also have like great speakers coming in, show people how we run Toastmasters. We got this published in UITV and also in YouTube as well. Next slide, please. I think that's it, the intro of our club. Thank you very much, Deborah, for helping me sharing this. And thank you, everyone. I think it's time to close this presentation. And I would like to hand over to the Toastmasters of the meeting to start.
Thank you, Toastmaster Atma. Good evening, everyone. Welcome and welcome back to UI Toastmaster Club. My name is Nancy, and tonight I will be serving as your Toastmaster of the meeting. Well, before we start our meeting, if you guys can turn on your camera, that would be better because I'd love to see your beautiful and handsome faces on my screen. Okay, fellow Toastmaster friends and guests, if we have some, I would like to, when I received our meeting theme today, it is good governance. So I want to ask your opinion. What comes to your mind when you hear the word good governance? Toastmaster Dian, what comes to your mind when you hear the word good governance as our meeting theme today? Okay, you are still muted. Do you want to answer the question? Do you want to give your opinion?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity and your question. I think when I hear about good governance, it's what I'm thinking is about making decisions that are transparent, accountable, maybe, and fair and secure. Yeah, either whether in organization or maybe include our clubs or yeah, of course, in our government. Yeah, that's my opinion. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dian. Yeah, from Toastmaster Dian point of view, it's about um, making decision, accountability, and many more. Now, I would like to hear from another Toastmaster another Toastmaster, so that we can have many perspectives. So I would love to hear from Toastmaster Mufid. What comes to your mind when you hear the word good governance?
Uh, Thank you, Toastmaster Nancy. Um, Good governance for me, when the first time I hear good governance, what comes to me is only one thing: no corruption. That's it for me.
Noted. So no corruption. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Mufid, for sharing your thoughts. Now I want to hear from one more people. Anyone wants to volunteer to give the thoughts or the opinions? Okay. Okay. If not, then I would like to give the chance to Toastmaster Reza. What comes to your mind when you hear the word governance? Good governance.
Okay. When I hear about the good governance means everything is prepared and everything is run according to what is the best practice, and if it's all about the government, means doing practice that is supposed to be what the government serve for the citizen, something like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for your opinions, Toastmaster Reza, for sharing that good governance is a practice. And yes, I agree with that. Well, fellow Toastmaster friends, and also if we have guests here, welcome to Toastmaster meeting. Our meeting theme today is good governance. Sometimes when we hear the word governance, what comes to our mind usually politics or governments. But actually, good governance is not only related with politics, but it's more than that. Just like Toastmaster Dian shared, that good governance is also about making decision and also accountability. So when it comes to in our daily life, good governance is a practice that can be applied in a group of people, in a community, in a club, just like in Toastmaster here. In Toastmaster, we practice good governance every time when we give feedback with respect, listen with empathy, and also taking responsibility in our roles. And for tonight's meeting, we are going to learn more about, we are going to dive deeper and learn more about what is good governance in our table topic session. But before we get into our meeting, I will explain briefly about our meeting agenda today. So we are going to have three sessions. The first one is the prepared speech session where members will deliver the speech based on the project they are taking. And the second, we are having table topic session. Table topic is a session where we can practice our impromptu speaking skills. So it is open for everyone. If we have guests here, you can volunteer in table topic session. And last but not least, the third session is the evaluation session where we can learn from the feedback that we get from people here in Toastmaster. And to lead the evaluation session in this meeting, we will be helped by general evaluator. So now, please help me welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster Christine, to explain about her role and also her team. Please give a big applause for her.
Okay.
Is Toastmaster?
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, Toastmaster Nancy. Actually, I'm to be serve as general evaluator. A good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So today I am Anna from Malang Toastmaster Club. Today I serve as general evaluator, which is my duty is to evaluate all of the rule takers for tonight's meeting. However, I'm not be alone because of I have my team here. The first one is grammarian. And our grammarian for tonight is Toastmaster Reza. Toastmaster Reza, time is yours.
Thank you, GE, Toastmaster Anna. Good evening, everyone. It's an honor for me to serve you as your grammarian of today's meeting. And as a grammarian, my job is to listen carefully to all the language usage from all the speakers in this meeting today. And I'll take note of any misuse of the English language and as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. And at the end of the meeting, I will report the grammatical usage or the words, quote, or saying that I found in this meeting. And also, it's my duty to introduce the word of the day. So the word of the day for today's meeting is diverse. Diverse, we can pronounce diverse as a diverse or diverse. It's an adjective The meaning of diverse is showing a great deal of variety or very different. The example sentence is subject as diverse as architecture, language teaching, and the physical science. I hope that everyone understand and can use this word of the day on your speech. That's all from me. Back to GE. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Reza, as our grammarian for tonight. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, for you use our word of the day, diverse. Next, we go to the another role taker. It will be NWOD counter, Toastmaster Alfat from SCBD Toastmaster Club. Okay, time is
Thank you,
yours.
GE. Okay. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. So, good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. My name is Alfat, and tonight I will be the NWOD counter. So, my responsibility tonight is to note words and sound that are used as pause filler by anyone who speak. During the meeting, I will listen to overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know, I will also listen for filler sounds such as and and then I will also pay attention to repeat words such as I, this, means, or and something like that. Another thing that I will listen is the usage of word of the day, which is diverse. So please use as many as you can during your speech tonight. And at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of and WOD usage. So I think that's all for me. Back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Alfat, as our NWOD counter. So everyone, please be careful for our filler sound, filler word. However, it is okay. We are here learning, but all of that for our to be the best speaker later on. And now for the third role taker, it will be our timer. And for timer, we have Toastmaster Gale from UE Toastmaster Club. Toastmaster Gale, time is yours.
Thank you, Gianna. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guys. As your timer this evening, my role is to help everyone stay on track with their time. I will be timing the table topic speaker and the prepare speech and evaluation to keep speaker informed using color signal green, yellow, red to show when you've reached specific time milestones. This help you practice experience or talk clearly and confidently within the our team. Thank you.
Okay,
Back
thank
to
you.
Ian.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Gale. So please, you can see our timer for tonight. I think we have 3 speakers, and they have all of them have same times, 5 to 7 minutes. And now we go to the next role taker, our ballot counter, Toastmaster Deborah. Over to you, Toastmaster Deborah.
Okay. Thank you, GE. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As the bell counter, every time a session ended, which means when the table topic session ended, when all prepared speakers has delivered their speeches, and when all evaluators has evaluated their respective speakers, I will send a link in the Zoom chat for all participants to vote for your best speakers. At the end, I will count all votes you've cast and will announce the result at the end of the meeting. Thank you and back to Chi.
Okay, thank you Toastmaster Deborah. And now for the last role taker, our table topic evaluator Toastmaster Amelia from Eagle Toastmaster Club.
Hello, GE Anna, everyone. Today I will be the table topic evaluator. And my role today is to give short evaluation for each speakers who taking part in table topic session. So hopefully I can provide some insight or recommendation, which I believe everybody can learn from each other. Thank you, General Evaluator.
Okay, thank you Toastmaster Amelia Febriani. Amelia from Toastmaster Club. Okay, thank you Toastmaster Amelia. Now you are in Eagle. And I think that all the rule taker for GE, and we will meet again at the third session later on. And now I will give the control back to Toastmaster Nancy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anna. I'm sorry for miscalling your name. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Anna, for introducing your role and also your team that will help us to run this session to go smoothly. Fellow Toastmasters, now we are going into our first session of the meeting, which is Prepare Speed session. And tonight we are having three amazing speakers with us. So without any further ado, now I would like to call our first speaker and also her evaluator. So our first speaker is Toastmaster Atma. And now I would like to call her evaluator to explain about her project. So her evaluator is Toastmaster Apri. Toastmaster Apri, the screen is yours.
Correct. Thank you, Toastmaster Nancy. Hello, everyone. So it's been an honor for me to evaluate the president of UE Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Atma. So tonight she will deliver her Connect with Storytelling project in strategic relationship pathway for 5 until 7 minutes. And the purpose of this project is for the member to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. So please welcome Toastmaster Atma with speech title The Day I Almost Did Not Make It. The Day I Almost Did Not Make It, Toastmaster Atma.
Panggil aku pelari culture. That's basically my new identity. Running is my hobby. Running is my identity. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to share to you the day that I think recently has just changed my mind, and it is about my running hobby. So, since I already told you in the opening that I can say a pelari culture. I use my smartwatch. I join race almost every week around Jakarta, sometimes outside of Jakarta. I do my training diligently, and I'm the type of runners that always pays attention to my performance. I want to be faster, faster, and faster. So I train harder, longer, and also I train hard. So since every week I think almost every week I join like a road race in Jakarta. So I already know what types of road race that I would like to watch out. And one of them is Guardian Run. Jen, jen, jen. So anyone who doesn't know Guardian, I think you already know it's not grocery store, but you can say it's a drudgery store. So they always have for the last 2 years these running events where everyone actually participate just to get a very big goodie bag with their products. I joined last year, so I also plan to join this year. Since I'm a pelari culture and I really want this very big goodie bag with all those soaps and also products in it to be used for the next 1 year. I got my slot, I train hard, and I have my target. Since this is a very big event, I train hard that I aim to finish this not more than 40 minutes. If I could, I would want to hit around 30 minutes in 5 kilometers. I can say it's a very ambitious target for me, but why not? I want myself to be rewarded with a very big goodie bag in the end. So I hit it. I train hard, and on the day I come to the place, Gelora Bung Karno, at 5 a.m. I put my bag, and then I do some warming up. I see people are already there. Oh, okay. So many people. Oh, I cannot lose this. I have to finish fast because if there are so many people, the queue will be long, and I want to finish this fast and get my goodie bag. So the atmosphere starts to be hotter. The competition is on. When you think that it's a fun run, no, it's not fun because everyone aims to finish the race quite fast and they want to avoid the queue basically. So everyone aims to get this very big goodie bag in the end of the event. So as I'm already hot, I already warm up, I start quite fast. I feel it's quite okay. So I run, and I pass first kilometer. Oh, good timing. I, I watch, I see it on my watch. Oh, good timing. I think I can make it. Starts the end of the second kilometer, I'm starting to feel this pain. Oh, okay. I think I went too fast in the beginning, so I slow down a little bit, but I cannot slow down too much. So I have this inner dialogue in my head. If I slow down a little bit, then I will not reach my target. And then I start to speed up a little bit. And then my stomach hurt again. And I was like, okay, slow down a little bit, slow down. And then I keep doing that, speed up, slow down, to the moment that it starts to ache very, very bad. I took a sip of water because I already reached the water station and I start to run again. What I figure out is I cannot continue. My stomach really hurts. I've never had that type of stomach pain after running for quite some time. It's very hurt. It's come to the point that I should stop. I cannot even walk. I finally go to the side of the road and I sat down. People starts to look at me. And one of the marshal that actually nears me come to me because like he saw me start to sit. Are you okay, ma'am? Are you okay? And I didn't realize that my condition was so bad until I cannot even answer his question. And I would like to answer his questions, but I keep holding on my stomach and I was wait, like, and then he starts to invite me again to talk. Are you okay? Do you want me to call doctor? He finally calls doctor through his phone. Please come. I'm at kilometer 3. There is one patient here. Both him and the doctor convinced me not to finish the race. They see that I'm already pale. I cannot even stand. They actually try to help me move, but I cannot move. So they actually asked me, do you want us to bring the ambulance here if you cannot move? And I said, no, give me a couple of minutes. And then I actually start talking to them, starts to fill up my energy, and I try to stand up. Okay. Do you have like any medical doctors by the end of this race at the finish line? Yes, we do have, but now the doctor said, I don't have any medicine with me. Like I can only give you this, but this doesn't work for you. All right, then I will walk. So for the rest of the race, I start to walk, but I suddenly found my speed again and I start to run a little bit and I finished the race. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the day I almost did not make it. That's the only day that I will remember that I almost got into the ambulance just because I was too ambitious to finish a race. So the conclusion is Ladies and gentlemen, I am very ambitious and I realize that I have a target, but sometimes bad things happen. You don't know. Like, and in that moment, when you choose to give up, no, don't give up. Like, I finish it anyway. I kill the pain and I got the medal and my very big goodie bag with everything in it. So if your body tells you to stop, don't stop, slow down. You finish it anyway. Back to Toastmasters of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Atma. Congratulations for finishing your running and got the medal as well. Well, Toastmaster Atma shares a good thing that we can learn together, that if we choose to give up, we will stop. But if we choose not to give up, then we will make the things that sometimes it looks impossible, but it can be possible. Thank you, Toastmaster Atma, for sharing your speech. Now, fellow Toastmasters, we are going to move into our second speaker. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Arif, and his evaluator is Toastmaster Hassan from Jabil Toastmaster Club. So now I would like to invite Toastmaster Hassan to explain about the speaker's project. Toastmaster Atma, the screen is yours. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Toastmaster Hassan.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Tom. And now this next speakers today, it's from Toastmaster Ari, and his pathway is dynamic leadership with the, now going to project level 1 phase 4, which is evaluation and feedback second speech. The purpose of statement this speech is to practice applying feedback and serve any speech evaluator during a club meeting. And the second purpose is for the member to demonstrate their ability to deliver an effective, respectful speech and evaluation speech. And from this first evaluation is which is don't forget to use WOD and body language as well, and don't forget to summarize in closing your speech. So without further ado, Master Arif with speech title Good Habit of Personal Finance. Good Habit of Personal Finance, Toastmaster Arif.
Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Today I want to discuss about neglecting topic, but it's quite important for us to learn it. It's about personal finance or financial planning. Have anyone heard about financial planning? Anyone? Oh, some of you heard about financial planning. This financial planning is important for us to understand and to apply it for our everyday life because it's affect all of us, but financial condition is very diverse for each of one of us, but there are some habits that we can follow for us to have a good financial habit. And the one habit is you have to live within your mean or below your mean. I remember when I was first time jobber, I want my first salary is good enough and I want to spend it all. But I then remember about advice from my parent, from my friend that you have to live below your mean, meaning that our spending is not exceed our monthly salary. Even better, you can save some of it to your saving account for future use. And then if this habit, we must not have expand much for the month. Like if you can also avoid, if you are going to avoid going to the mall only when you have a tiny income. Like when I was in college, my income is from a parent, then I'm always thinking about the money when I have in the end of the month. And that's the life of our college life. It's very little money. Then you have to survive for the month. I remember when my life when I was college, my menu eating when I'm in the first month is very big. It's very diverse, like this kind of word of the day. It's very diverse, but at the end of the month, it's just a little menus. It's very boring at the end of the month. But after you have first jobber of or older jobber, you can have many salary. You can save it a lot as long as you don't spend much of it. You can have some kind of budget, so you can see that you have money left in your account when you have this kind of financial budget, just like in the company. Yes, I come from the financial background. That's my life is about counting about company money, but I have also difficulty when counting my money also. It's very hard also when we must count our money if when our money is very limited, or we cannot count, but our mind is stopped from thinking because our money is very limited. That's when we think about our financial planning. And the second habit is be careful with your debt. There is some good debt, but some also a bad debt. Bad debt is like when you have a credit card, your you must carefully your credit card, because it's very dangerous when we spend carelessly, not careful. I remember when I'm first jobber, when my brother is just graduate from the college. He borrow my credit card. He spent of much of my credit card, and at the end of the month, the bank called me, "Hey, can you pay this credit card? It's your credit card." This he makes me like a criminal, right? Maybe his money not spent wisely, the bank money not spent wisely by me, but it's in terms it's my brother who lent my credit card. That's the danger of your credit card. But now I'm wisely, as we become older, I just credit card for only for my important purpose. There are also good debts of us when you have a mortgage in by buying house, your house will increase year by year. So your debt in your bank is still a little increase, but your debt, your house will value will increase faster than your debt. That's a some kind good debt. And that's kind of true about good habit that I'm follow. The first is life within your mean, and the second is to be careful with your debt. And to remember to have a good habit because it affect all of your life. It become peaceful when you have a good habit of financial, and your life will be secure and also be peaceful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ari, for sharing your speech with us. We gained something new uh, about our good habits for our personal finance. So there are some things that we learn. Avoid going to the mall if you guys are university student, and save it. Don't spend most of it, and remember to make budgeting. I know it's hard to count our money when our money is still little, but we can practice so when we have a lot of money, it will be easier for us to manage it. Thank you, Toastmaster Arif. Fellow Toastmasters, now we are going to our last speaker, the third speaker. Our third speaker is DTM Emery, and she will be evaluated by DTM Atma. So now I would like to give the chance to DTM Atma to explain about the speaker projects. DTM Atma, the screen is yours. Oh.
Okay, am I audible? Can you see me? All right, okay. So today I will be the evaluator for Distinguished Toastmasters Emery, and this is a project called Connect with Your Audience. So the objective of Distinguished Toastmasters Emery is to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience and to present topic that is new or unfamiliar to the club members. So it's a 5 to 7 minute speech, and without further ado, let's welcome Distinguished Toastmaster Emery. What goes around comes around.
Who knows what the Rifida is? Somebody knows? Okay, the Rifida is the eldest of the sacred texts of Hinduism. Another question. Do you know what famous concept comes from the Rifida? Anyone?
Is that
Okay.
karma?
Yeah, good. Wonderful answer. Yes, karma. This concept suggests that good deeds leads to positive outcomes, while negative actions result in negative consequences. In my Christian belief, it is called you reap what you sow. While both concepts address cause and effect, there is a difference. Karma can involve reincarnations, whereas reap what you sow is generally understood to apply to the present life's results and consequences. Philodos Masters and distinguished guests. The purpose of karma is not to punish, but to educate us in the spiritual realm. Allow me to ask another question. In what ways do you know if karma has hit you? Okay, let me answer by myself. From my own experience, I believe that if I do the right thing, it always ends up in good karma. There were many personal stories of mine, but I'll tell you one. After I obtained my bachelor and master degrees with cum laude title from UI, I was working as UI lecturer. After more than 7 years, I was over by my professor to be a civil servant in my status as a lecturer. I read the requirements, but I was so sad when I couldn't fulfill only one requirement, teaching continuously for 7 years. I've ever been absent for one semester from teaching when I was pregnant with my second child at a critical age. My age was about 35 years old. My professor suggested putting me on the teaching team for that semester to cover it. But I politely refused. I knew that my professor meant good, but for me, it was a lie. My Christian belief taught me to emphasize honesty in all situations. There is no lying for good intention. If I'm honest or can be trusted in small things, I can also be trusted in important matters, and vice versa. So I couldn't be a civil servant at the time. But God works in miracle ways. Long story short, I can finally be civil servant at UI with my status as an education staff. On the other hand, I can still teach as an adjunct lecturer. So right now, I have 2 jobs. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, do you think that people who create their own drama deserve their own karma? I trust this quote based on my life experience. So allow me to share you about bad karma. A few years ago, an office friend, a man, slandered me. I was competing with him to get master's degree scholarship abroad. Other of his friends believe him, maybe because he treated and gave my friends luxurious gifts. At the beginning, I was upset and I wanted to offend because I had various chances to repay him. But when I was praying alone in my room, a soft voice like speaking to my heart, "Vengeance is mine, I will repay." I then was reminded that vengeance belongs to God. Long story short, he got the scholarship. Years went by and I had already forgotten about it, but suddenly a friend of mine asked me, "Hi, Embry, do you know Mr. X?" After taking 15 minutes, I finally remember him and answer yes. Then my friend continued, "Do you know that Mr. X has tried many efforts to get child? Finally, his wife got pregnant after 7 years of marriage. But it was so tragic. When the time for the baby's delivery arrived, his wife was unable to give birth normally. The doctor conducted a cesarean operation, but the baby had already died in the womb. They did a cesarean operation for a dead baby. I was really shocked to hear this news because I have forgiven him." Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, I'm not a saint. I'm a sinful woman, and I'm also not perfect. But I always try to do the right things. And also remember that God never sleeps and God is all just. For every action we take, inevitably, there is a result that will arise at an unknown time. Karma is real. What goes around comes around. Be mindful of our actions, thoughts, and intentions. Thank you. I give the control back to the masters of the meeting.
Thank you, DTM Embry, for sharing a wonderful speech together for us tonight. Well, one thing that I love this quote: people create their own drama, and people create their own drama and create also their own karma. And yes, I do believe that we will reap what we sow. So let's do good things, and the good things will follow us as well. Thank you, DTM Emery, for sharing your speech with us. Fellow Toastmasters, we have done with our prepare speech session. We already have our three amazing speakers that has shared the story that I believe we are motivated and also inspired by their speech. And now we are moving to our second session of the meeting. It is table topic session. And in this table topic session, we will learn to think on our feet, and we will answer the topic that we don't know, so it will be a surprise. And to lead this session, I would like to invite. Oh, okay, wait. Before we are going to table topic session, we are going to take a picture together. And Toastmaster Deborah.
Excuse me, Toastmaster Nancy, maybe we have to ask the report from the timer
Oh,
and
okay.
also post the voting, a link for voting.
Oh, okay. Thank you, DTM Emery. Okay, so now I would like to invite our timer to give the timer reports about for the prepared speakers. So Toastmaster Gali, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. Here are the timing reports. DTM Atma deliver her speech in 7 minutes 32 seconds. TM Arif delivered his speech in 7 minutes 14 seconds. DTM Embriati delivered his speech in 6 minutes 47 seconds. According to the timing requirement for this speaker session, unfortunately, speaker 2, DTM Arif, exceeded the limit and is not eligible for voting. That conclusion my report. Thank you. Back you to.
Thank you,
Back you to
Toastmaster
Tom.
Gali. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Gali, for sharing the report with us. So we have two speakers eligible, DTM Atma and also DTM Emry. And now I would like to invite Toastmaster Deborah to do the polling session and also to lead us in photo session as well after this. So Toastmaster Deborah, the screen is yours.
Okay, I've already sent the vote for your for voting. So I think now it's my time to take a photo, take a picture. Everyone, please open your camera. Okay. Okay. Wait, let me do the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Okay, once more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Deborah. Everyone, please do your voting. Now we are moving to our second session, one of the most exciting session in this meeting. It is table topic session, where we will think on our feet. And this session is open for everyone, so please join, take the opportunity, take something to learn and to do today. And to lead this session, I would love to invite Toastmaster Maulidia to lead us in table topic session. Toastmaster Maulidia, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Such an honor for me to lead tonight's table topic sessions for the second time. The purpose of topic masters is to facilitate table topics where guests and members will have the opportunity to practice their impromptu speaking. I will introduce a topic and call on speakers who will be given 2 minutes to speak on the subject. Our theme meeting tonight is good governance. Who is agree with this quote? Then our word of the day is diverse. Diverse means showing a great deal of variety and maybe very different. Example, subjects as diverse as architecture, language, teaching, and physical sciences. So before I start the sessions, I will explain the rules. Let me share screen first. Is the screen available for you guys?
Yes, it is.
Okay. How to play? How to play? First, I will pick one of you to be a speaker, and the speaker will be available to choose one until for one of question. Second, the speaker will choose their lucky number. Third, I will let the speaker thinking a few seconds. Fourth, the speaker start to speak about 1 until 2 minutes. At these sessions, I need the help from timer to remark the time limit of each speaker. The timer will change their background into green when you have been spoken in 1 minute, then change into yellow when you have been reached the time in 1 minute 30 seconds and change the background into the red when you have been reached the maximum time it's 2 minutes. Without further ado, for tonight, I have 4 questions. And I will starting to pick one of you to participate in these sessions. Before I mention you guys, maybe who wants to be the volunteer for tonight's table topic sessions?
I wanna try.
Who is she? Who is she? Please help me to pin the speaker.
I will try. Salsa.
Oh, salsa. Okay, Toastmaster salsa. You can choose because you are the first one. Which number?
Oh my God. I will, I will choose Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Question number 2.
Okay, questions and number 2. Wait a minute. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Question. Question number 2.
What's this?
We cannot be more consumers of good governance. We must be participants. According to your way of thinking, what does the above statement convey? Question number 2. We cannot be mere consumers of good governance. We must be participants. According to your way of thinking, what does the above statement convey? The answer, the screen is yours.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests.
The statement says we cannot be more consumers of good governance. We must be participant. To me, this means that good governance doesn't only depend on leader on or the government. It also depends on us, the people who take part in making it real. In a diverse society like ours, each person's voice matter. Being a participant means being aware, responsible, and willing to contribute even in small ways. For example, I once joined a community discussion in my neighborhood about waste management. At first, I thought it's just a small talk, but I realized that even that discussion allowed diverse opinions to come together, and it led us to create a recycling program that really worked. That moment taught me that participating doesn't always mean doing something big. It's about showing care and taking part, however small, in the process of improvement. So, instead of only expecting good governance, let's remember that we are part of it. When diverse people unite with shared responsibility, good governance is no longer just an ideal. It becomes a living reality. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Salsa, for your thoughts tonight. Okay, back to the fourth question. Who wants to be the next volunteers?
Hello, good evening. May I try?
Who is he?
I'm a visitor. I'm a visitor.
Oh, and you are a visitor. Which member? Which club?
I was invited here by Miss Amel, the today's table topic evaluator.
Oh, okay. Nice to see you. So, which number? We only have 3 numbers left.
May I try number 4?
Okay, I will open it and read it for you. Questions number 4. Question number 4 is society is unity in diversity. What is your understanding of the above quote? Society is unity in diversity. What is your understanding of the above quote? You can speak 1 until 2 minutes. The Amel, right? The screen is yours.
Oh, okay. Yes, sorry. Before I start, just to address myself, my name is Helena.
Oh, Selena, sorry.
I was invited by Miss Amel. Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, so I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Perhaps when you actually see a society, it's made out of different fractions and different people. You may find it in its enclosed area, you may find it in the wild city. But what actually matters in a society is not exactly what revolves to see what you see in front of it, but it's actually the people making it side. What makes a society called society and what actually makes it stay intact for a really long and strong time is the diverse people inside. Perhaps you think, oh, yes, that's true. That's so easy. You can see it everywhere, especially in our beloved country. But when you really see the news today, it's not the truth. Unity, especially in good government, is something really, really important. You lose that, you lose the whole city, you lose the whole country, you lose a society so valuable that you may not have nothing else to live for. The people isn't what you should live up to, but however, it's what you should keep is the unity inside. What makes a society so strong is, of course, you alone. You are part of that diverse culture. You are part of that amazing society. And for you to not only participate, but you should also contribute. Thank you.
That was a great thought from Selena. Sorry for this called your name. Okay, I will share again. We already have 2 speakers, so it means we have only 2 questions more. Who wants to volunteers? Maybe I would like to invite Toastmasters Amel, who already invited Toastmaster Selena. Toastmasters Amel, would you mind to join the sessions?
I'm actually the table topic evaluator though.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, I will change. Who next? Maybe Toastmasters Fatima, do you want to try?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. We already put number 2 and number 4, so you only can choose between number 1 and number 3. Which one do you want to choose?
Number 1, please.
Okay, I'll read it for you. Questions number 1. Integrity is the core passions of good governance. From your viewpoint, what does the sentence mean? Integrity is the core passions of good governance. From your viewpoint, what does the sentence mean? You have 1 until 2 minutes to speak. Toastmaster Fatima, the screen is yours. Toastmaster Amel, Fatima. Toastmaster Fatima, are you there?
Yeah. So sorry because the topic is so hard for me. I this is my first time.
It's okay.
Mm.
Just think for a while. And just saying what is on your mind, Toastmaster Fatima. Let us know your viewpoint about integrity is the core passions of good governance.
Mm. For my view opinion, right?
Yeah.
I think integrity is really it's really important because without integrity, even the most well-designed system will fail. And because actually, I think in Indonesia right now, we lack of integrity in our governments because there's so many uh, people there. They use the power to manipulate our system. So I think a government that driven by integrity will makes good decision for public and what is that, and will
strengthen the democracy and the accountability. Yeah, maybe that's all. So sorry.
That's
Thank
a
you.
good thought from Toastmaster Fatima. Thank you. It's so cool. So I have one question left. Let me share screen first. Who wants to join for the last questions in this table topic sessions for tonight meeting? Maybe I would like to invite Toastmasters Hasan.
Yeah,
Would you mind to join for the last questions?
sure.
Okay. Because only one question is number 3, I will read it for you. Question number 3. Diversity is the art of thinking independently together. What does the above sentence indicate to you? Diversity is the art of thinking independently together. What does the above sentence indicate to you? Toastmaster Hasan, the screen is yours.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I'm really agree with this statement because the diversity is the art how we thinking with the other because like this life, yeah, in Indonesia we have another more a huge diversity which I'm from Java, and now my friend in Bandung is from Sundanese, and sometime at my work is mixed, maybe from Medan, and also in US maybe if has as a expat from US come to my factory, and how we can connect with the other is do a good people with receive no not receive but open with the other people, so it will begin our diversity in anywhere and anytime. So we relate with this theme about the good governance. So in Bandung actually, I'm feel the the atmosphere of Bandung city now it has have more diversity from the public transport because I'm a people who like observing the public transport in Bandung city, and it's more diversity. It I it if I compare with the other city, so it will be good for Bandung city to be a good governance for receive any feedback from people masyarakat ya warga Bandung, terutama for diverse each other, so they will be good public transport like another city in Indonesia. So back to you, to table topic master.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Hasan. Sorry for surprising you. Okay, thank you for all the table topic speakers who has been participate in tonight meeting. I want to confirm to the timer about the time of each speaker. Would you mind to let us know, is there qualified to be voted? Timer, where are you?
Okay, thank you, Hannah, timing report. According to timing requirement for this table topic session, TM Salsa deliver her speech in 1 minute 46 seconds. G Selena deliver her speech in 1 minute 31 seconds. TM Fatima deliver her speech in 1 minute 43 seconds. TN Hassan deliver his speech in 1 minute 45 seconds. All speakers are eligible for voting.
Okay, so
Okay,
all the speakers that
thank you. Back to
timer.
you.
Okay, so all the speakers table topic that qualify to be voted, please let uh okay. Thank you for all the speakers, timers, and bell counter, and don't forget to vote. And back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maulidia, for leading our table topic session, that lively and also thought-provoking session. So we have learned something during this table topic session, and congratulations for the 4 table topic speaker for taking these challenges. I know that it's not easy to speak, but you take the opportunity today and you speak. For me, that is amazing, and you bring something new today. And also, as the audience, we learn something from your opinion. Now we are moving to our third session of the meeting, which is our favorite session as well, where we can learn from the feedback, and from the feedback that we can apply in our future meetings or in our life. And to lead that, I would like to invite our general evaluator, Toastmaster Anna, to lead the evaluation session. Toastmaster Anna, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Nancy. Hello, everyone. It's me again. I come in the third session. So now for the first evaluator, for the prepare speech speaker, I'm going to call Toastmaster Apri to evaluate our first speaker. Toastmaster Apri, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Anna. When life gets tough, don't quit. Just slow down and keep going. Congratulations, Toastmaster Atma, on finishing the Connect with Storytelling project. And to next, she share about her running journey and how ambitious she is to finish the race, even though she has a stomach problem. If I join the race, probably I will not continue though. So now I will give you 2 recommendations. The first is will be combination. I have 2 combination for your speech. What I like the most. The first is you have a really good hand gesture and energy level, because by using hand gesture, it can make your speech more dynamic, engaging, and persuasive. For example, you use a hand gesture quite a lot in your speech. It can make your speech more energizing. And the second is personal story itself. You also have a really good structure, because in this project, personal story is so important, because it can connect emotionally with your audience and make your speech more memorable. You share about your ambition to finish your race, no matter what happened. You also put dialogue in your speech. It can make your speech really, really entertaining. Now, when it comes to recommendation, I also have 2 recommendations that I can give you. The first is try to throw a question to the audience, because by asking a question, it can build audience awareness. It can make them more engaging. So it can make your speech feel more interactive and also relatable. For example, after you give an introduction, probably you can throw a question. For example, anyone, could you please raise your hand if you ever gone running competitions before? So after that, you can wait for the response so that it can make your speech more interactive and also relatable to the audience. The second is try to use pause, because by using pause, it can help your message or emphasize your point and give the audience time to absorb your message. For example, in the closing, I noticed you have a really good message. So by using pause in your message, it can make your message more impactful. For example, when you said, if your body tell you stop, don't stop. Slow down, you finish it anyway. So you can use pause in that sentence. It can make your speech more impactful. And another thing to challenge yourself, actually, I really like your coffee bag as a prop. However, your prop is very visible for me because you use a virtual background. Probably in the next piece, you can remove your virtual background if you use a props, so it can visible really clear because the virtual background sometimes it can erase the prop itself. So overall, what I like the most about your speech is you have a good hand gesture and energy level. You have a really good personal story, and I believe with improvement by asking a question and also use pause in your speech can make your speech memorable. I think that's all for my evaluation. Back to Orchi.
Okay, thank you Toastmaster Apri for such a wonderful evaluations, 2 recommendation and 2 commendation. Hope we can learn from Toastmaster Apri. Now we go to the next evaluator, Toastmaster Hasan from Jabil Toastmaster Club to evaluate Toastmaster Arif. Toastmaster Hasan, over to you.
Thank you so much, Gi. Great job, Toastmaster Arif. You deliver a topic that was truly relevant with everyone. The struggle of managing a financial, yeah. You explained it clearly and supported it with the real life example based on your experience. And also, I noticed that you successfully applied the feedback from your first speech. You include the word of the day today, which is diverse, and I hear it 3 times. And well done, yeah. I'm also appreciate for your open gesture and natural gesture, which made you look confident and relaxed while sharing your insight about financial. You're close with speech with a good summary, like be wisely spending your money for a safer life with a good habit, and wrap up your speech great. To make your next speech more engaging, you might be considered to add some financial theory, maybe. For example, I hear about maybe 50, 30, and 20 theory, financial theory like that. 50% you use for your daily needs, 30% you use for this spending or what your needs in the future, and 20% maybe for a marriage or just for spend for the another goal, maybe. Yeah, it will be more relevant uh, with the other, maybe like me. I'm not that simple theory. And don't forget for contact with your audience. Keep your eye contact with your audience, because I'm really see you always looking at the other side but not looking the camera. It's will less engagement with the audience. And the important reminder is Toastmaster is have 5 until 7 minutes, yeah. So you not to be be voted and not eligible. So be practice timing to deliver your full message effectively within the given duration. Therefore, for last, I challenge you to maximize your time wisely and avoiding going over time limit. Overall, I really enjoy with your speech. It was inspiring and well organized. I'm looking forward for your next one. Great job, Toastmaster Arif. Please give a round of applause. Thank you. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Hasan, for your evaluations. We have commendation and recommendation from Toastmaster Hasan. So now we go to the next evaluator, Toastmaster DTM Atma, to evaluate DTM Emriati. DTM Atma,
Okay,
over to you.
good evening, everyone, and distinguished Toastmaster Emriati Samosir. I can see that, as you mentioned in your speech, you are a very good lecturer. So in this project, you have to introduce either a new concept to the audience or a new theory, and I think you're successfully doing that. Karma is something familiar with us already, but I think the overall concept of karma is something that is quite new. So I myself also be reminded again that there is good karma and there is bad karma, and you explore and explain this in your speech using your own personal story. Give them as an example of good karma and bad karma. So I think you definitely achieve the objective of this project. And you do this extra by not only showing example, but using your own personal story, which makes it, I think, memorable to the audience. What makes your speech also interesting is, since you brought up your personal story, your facial expression, and also the pacing, I think really supports this. Your facial expression, when you mention the story, I think it's very good because like it always follows what the story goes. If you become sad, you look sad. If you become, if you tell a happy story, it looks like brightens up. And I think we can see that on the screen. Very good. The pacing, when you introduce a personal story and also a new concept to the audience, you cannot speak too fast because like sometimes I do that, but I think your pace is very enjoyable. So even though this is a new concept to the audience, I think the audience can follow it very well because you speak not too fast and not too slow. So it's a very good pacing. What you can do more, I think it's using a different pitch. Since you brought a new concept, two theories, good karma and bad karma, and also ties up in the conclusion, I think it would be good if you can use variety of pitches. Using same pacing in a speech is very good, especially if you're telling us something like informational or sharing us like personal story. But if you don't use different pitch, I think it tends to be very boring sometimes. So I think it would be good if you can have this very good pacing, not too slow and not too fast, but tied it up with different pitches so that anyone knows that the moment your story gets interesting, it's high. And the moment your story goes sad, it's a little bit low. I think this is something that you definitely can explore. I see that you are a very good storyteller already, distinguished Toastmasters Emery, and you are also a very good lecturer. Either it is to bring up a story to the audience or it's bring up a theory to the audience. I think you can do that very well. I think just to make it not really boring sometimes, I know that you can use more weapons to the audience. And I think you can still add more variety by using different pitches to make it much more memorable, much more interesting for us to enjoy. All in all, I'm looking forward for your next speeches, and I'm pretty sure that they will be as entertaining as this one. Back to the general evaluator.
Okay, thank you, DTM Atma, for your really insightful evaluations. Now we go to the last evaluator, our table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Amelia. Toastmaster Amelia, over to you.
Yes, thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Anna. Thank you for the opportunity for me to give feedback to our four table topic speakers. Before I go into personal evaluation, I would like to give a general feedback for all the speakers, which I think it's also relevant for all of us. The first, actually, the table topic master has been put it in the slide that take your time to think before you start. I think it's important, especially if you get quite a hard quote or something. Instead of directly jump to it, think first. And what you have to think is a message that you want your audience to bring it over. What is the takeaway message for the audience? That have to come in your mind before you start your speech. And the second general feedback is the opening itself. As a speaker, you know that as you know that opening in speech is a strong hook. It's very important. So if you really want to level up your table topics speech, the opening, you need to also think about it. You can directly jump into the point instead of saying greetings or repeating the questions or the quote again. And that would be, I think, would be even stronger. And as well as for the closing, because closing will be the takeaway for the audience, I think it's good to give a call to action or how the message can be relevant to the audience itself. So that would be the general feedback. Now I'll go shortly to each speakers today. Our first speaker is Salsa. You get a questions related with going to from consumers to participants of good governance. I think what I like from your speech is you have a clear point. You say that you agree that we should be more into participants instead of consumers. You give us the reason because we are part of the government itself, and you give examples on how to involve and participate, and you close with point again. That's what we call a speech development of PREP, P-R-E-P, point, reason, examples, and point. And I think it can be even stronger if you put some reasons that is even more personal and individual. So for examples, not only saying because we are part of it, because there's a famous quote from someone saying that instead of asking what you can get from the government or your leader, ask yourself what you can give to others. And good governance is coming from us. So something like that, I think it will be even stronger. The thing to improve, I think, because you use filter, I cannot really see your expression in gestures. And a part of the closing itself, I think it would be even stronger if you put call to action. Again, what would be the personal actions that audience can take out of listening your speech? So that will be for Salsa. Second speaker, Selena. What I like about your speech is good flow of delivery, almost no filler words, good gestures and development. And I think it's very interesting to see you speak. And I noticed you also use the word you a lot in the last or in the closing, which make me feel that you're speaking directly to me. So I think that's good. You make the message become more personal. Thing that you can probably improve is in the part of development itself is to start strong. I notice you open with the words perhaps. I suggest you directly start with I believe. So that will be even stronger. You want to persuade others, so you need to believe what you're going to say. And before you start, think of the main message that you want to give to the audience instead of explaining the quote itself, especially if the quote is quite common, quite easy to understand. What would be the strong takeaway for them? So for examples, you can make it personal, like, so later on when you see around you and you see that you are different from others, remember that what makes you a society, and that's your job to create the unity. So again, because your quote is quite easy to understand actually, but the homework will be what will be the personal takeaway you give to the audience. Add personal story. I think it also will be better to make your speech stronger. And I go to the third speaker, Fatima. I like your opening statement. It's a strong statement. You said, without integrity, great system will fail. I think that's good. That's a good statement to open your speech. And you also say something that related with your personal experience. You said lack of integrity in our government, so which everybody can relate with a recent issue. And I think what you can improve more is, again, closing. What will be the personal call to action you give to others regarding with integrity? Probably we are not government in a way like structural government, but integrity is for everyone, and it starts from each of us. And again, delivery, I cannot really see your expression and gestures because you're using filter. I suggest if you come to Toastmasters, take the best out of it, turn on your camera and get the best out, learning to how to do facial expression and gestures as well. The last speaker, Hassan, what I like, you add personal experience about diversity in your workplace as well as Bandung. And my suggestion is to relate it more to the quote itself. I think your question was about diversity is the art of thinking independently together. How this diversity contribute to the independent thinking of the people. So I haven't seen that part strongly in your speech. So again, think the main message that you want to give to the audience before you start and make sure it's relevant to the quote as well as personal for the audience. Closing, I can add call to action. And in terms of delivery, I think a more intonation will also make your speech more engaging. So I think that's for me. Hope it's beneficial for all the speaker. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Amelia. Yes, of course, it will be very beneficial for all of us here. We learn from our winner, even this division district area, or many times to be a winner. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amelia. And now I'm going to call our timer, Toastmaster Gali, to give your report for all of the evaluators.
Thank you, thank you. Here are the timing reports. TM Apri delivered his speech in 5 minutes 10 seconds. TM Hassan delivered his speech in 5 minutes 5 seconds. DTM Atma delivered his speech in 5 minutes 70 seconds. TM Amelia delivered his speech in 6 minutes 4 seconds. According to timing request for this evaluation session, all the speakers are eligible for vote. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Gale. All of our evaluators for tonight are eligible to be voted. So now I'm going to call Toastmaster Deborah to send the link for the evaluators. Okay, this is the links. So anyone, please click the link and you can vote for the evaluators. Okay, while we are waiting for you all to click the links, can I continue? Okay, I'm going to continue for the role takers. So for the first role taker, I'm going to call our grammarian, Toastmaster Reza. Toastmaster Reza, time is yours.
Thank you to our GE Toastmaster Anna. Okay, good evening to Toastmaster. With me again, I'm the grammarian of this meeting, and I will report my findings that I found during the meeting. I found that everyone is doing a great job in delivering the speech, minimum or no grammar misuse found by me, or it's my limitation. I'm lacking on something, that's why I cannot find much grammar mistake made during the. Here is my report. Oops, sorry. Okay, the only misuse grammar that I catch during the meeting is they qualified to be voted? This is the not the good grammar usage, while the The good grammar usage is are they qualified to be voted by others because they is a plural, so it used are as a to be. Other than that, everything is smooth. Everyone doing the job really good. And I just collecting quotes, outstanding words, and counts. Okay. The first one is when you have option to give up, try not to give up. And the second, my life is about counting company money, but it's hard to count my money. My money. It's a funny thoughts from TM Arif. Like, remember, of a good habit will give a good effect to your life. And then the next is save it. Don't spend much of it. Save it for later. It's from our Toastmaster of the meeting. People create their own drama, deserve their own karma. It's from DTN and Riyadh. The last two is God never sleeps and God is all just. It is also from DTM and Riyati. And the last quote, standing words of thoughts, is you lose unity, you lose all confidence. That's all the report from me. Back to our general evaluator.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Reza, for your report. And now we go to the next role taker, Toastmaster Alfat, to give the report about the A and W counter.
Okay, thank you, GE. So I will share my NWOD report. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So from what I have heard throughout the meeting, the most frequently used filler words is the ah. There were several people who used these filler words, and for the WOD, I've heard few people use the WOD in their speeches, but the speaker with most the speaker that frequently use the WOD is Toastmaster Arif. So give it applause to Toastmaster Arif for using our word of the day 3 times. And I would like to add that this report is just a feedback. You can use it to improve your speech next time. So take notes and practice and improve your speech for your next performance. I think that's all for me. Back to you, G.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Alfat. Now we go to the next rule type. Oh, I think timer is already done. How about our ballot? It is okay for the link? You got the result already?
Oh wait, it's my time, so
No, I just
okay.
checked the result is okay. You will announce later.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I think it is my time to give my report as general evaluator. For the first is opening. UE Toastmaster Club open on time. Open the meeting on time at 7 p.m. Opening by SAA, and then Toastmaster Atma DTM Atma explaining about UE Toastmaster Club. That's thing that I really love from UE because of almost I am joining the meeting. UE always telling us about the story how UE built. And our Tom's Toastmaster Nancy explaining about our meeting, about our good governance, and then you make it more alive with interaction with the audience and give the audience many questions. And it is a good way to a good start to energize the audience, energize the meeting. And then next for our speaker, we have 3 speakers, DTM Atma. I love how you share your personal story with an enthusiastic delivery and motivated us to love run. And yeah, maybe later on I will try to run. And the second one, Toastmaster Arif, about the financial, how we can manage our financials, and you share your personal story, how you can manage your financial. And then DTM Emri, yes, I think now I can learn how karma educated us, drama, people who create their own drama and will get their own karma. I think we need to reflect this word really deep because we can learn anything, a lot of things from this word. And then from table topic master, giving explanation about what is actually table topic and then remind us about the word of the day. I think the thing that you can improve, you can try to make your presentation or your PPT wider so we can see the wider so we cannot see the next question that you are going to give us, because the small slide it will like disturbing us for the next question that we can see. And then for our evaluators, Toastmaster Apri, Toastmaster Hasan, and DTM Atma, we learn a lot from you all. And the thing that I'm going to, maybe one suggestion only for Toastmaster Hasan, about the point, maybe if you could give us point like number 1, number 2, number 3, and the recommendation number 1, 2, 3, so we as the audience, we can hear which one the commendation and which one recommendation. So it's easy for us to identify for 3 of them or 6 of them. And then next for table topic evaluator, I think I have no suggest anything because of, yeah, you are the winner already. So we learned a lot of things from Toastmaster Amelia. And then for our timer, Toastmaster Gale, thank you so much. You always ready there and give time report. And maybe if when you introduce your role, you might show us the color, which one, the yellow, green, yellow, and red. And then the thing that I really curious about you is about your face. Maybe if you could open your camera, you don't use avatar. And I think tonight we have a lot of avatar here. Even Toastmaster Nancy use the avatar. Actually, in Toastmaster we can interact each other. Maybe if you join like a lot of the Zoom meeting with a lot of audience, we can use this avatar. So we don't need to, I think we don't have any interaction, but however, in this Toastmaster, we have interaction. So we can see your smile, we can see your face. So it is something like we make us closer each other. Here we are a family, so you don't need to shy or anything like Toastmaster Fatima, Salsa, and Kali. And then for our grammarians, thank you so much for delivering your report. And maybe you could, maybe if you can give us like how to pronounce or maybe this word, this kind of word. So because of we know here we are all of us use this English for the second language. So if you could improve us to use the pronunciation, how to pronounce this kind of, it will be better. And then for WOD, if you could make the slide bigger, we can see more, but it is okay. Thank you so much for giving the report. And yeah, I think that all for GE report. Thank you for having me. Back to Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anna, for sharing, Toastmaster Anna and team for sharing the feedback and also the evaluation. I believe that all of us here already learned something new from the grammarian, from the prepare speech evaluators, counter, and also the timer. we learned something today, and also we also got a new perspective from our meeting team, good governance, through the table topic session as well. And now we have come to the end of the meeting. Before, okay. Now we have come to the end of the meeting, and I would like to call Toastmaster Deborah to present the best table topic evaluator and also prepared speaker. Toastmaster Deborah, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we are at the end of our meeting. So it's my time to announce the Hall of Fame for today's meeting. So the first one is the best prepared speaker. The best prepared speaker for today's meeting is DTM Atma. Congratulations! Okay, so the next one is the best table topic speaker. The best table topic speaker for today's meeting is Guest Selena. Congratulations! And the last one is the best evaluator. So the best evaluator for today's meeting is DM Amelia. Congratulations! Okay, that's all from me today. Back to DTM Atma, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Deborah. So I think we already come to the end of our meeting today. Before we close, since we still have a couple of minutes, I would like to ask comments from visiting Toastmasters or guests. If you would probably share a couple of lines of what do you think of our meeting or probably input, I think you can share it now. Anyone wants to share? Especially on visiting Toastmasters or guests, if you have, what do you think of our meeting and whether you are interested to join the next meeting?
Okay, I guess as guest, may I say something?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so thank you so much for welcoming me so warmly into this club today. I've had such an enjoyable time listening to all of you learn together with me. I've learned that perhaps even the littlest of things can really make a change, and that seeing you all experience a difference one by one also did teach me something new, such as being so considerate to others and seeing the brightest things even in the littlest of sparks. Thank you so much for Miss Asmat Atmatevita as the president of this club, and so all for all of the other members who coordinated this very on time and very structured meeting today. And yes, I would also love to come back here one day, even in the closest meeting possible. So I hope that all of you also had the same enjoyable amount of time as I did. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Selena. We would welcome you on our next meeting. Feel free to contact us or we will reach out to you to share the info of our next meeting. And thank you very much for your very kind comments. I think that's all. I would like to thank everyone for joining and also taking part in our meeting today as a speaker, evaluator, and also role takers in our meeting today. With this, I would like to declare the meeting adjourned. See you on our next meeting. Bye.